Okay, y'all. It stopped me. But we're back. Get ready with me always takes so long because I like to stop and enjoy the product, the process, not just the product. Okay, so now I'm to lining. I can't remember what I did last, but I will tell you one of the things that I just did was using the Marc Jacobs lip liner. I mean, not lip liner, lip recover. And it is number 10 Kissability Recover. And it is hydrating coconut oil. And y'all, I can smell that coconut. And I decided just today to just wear that. And I am just using a light liner. And this is the DHC Liquid Eyeliner Pro. And I can tell you, this is so old I can barely read it. And that's probably not good. And you know what? It's super light. I think it's just about out. It's probably time not to use that, actually. But I think I got another one handy. Yep. Yeah, that one probably needs to be thrown out when you can't even read. This one's, I think, pretty close to new. Let's see. Maybe I'll give it a good shake. Oh, yeah, much better. When you can't even read the words, that's probably a good sign that it's too old and you need to get a new one. Because you don't want to use old product, period, but especially not near your eyes, and especially not lining your eyes, right where you had those little hair follicles to take in bacteria at the eye. I believe that's why you get styes. It's getting that bacteria right in here at the eye line. It's not a good idea. I mean, you can get styes if you don't wear makeup, but it certainly doesn't help any. When you get an infected follicle. Now, one thing that I used to get a lot, y'all, was conjunctivitis or pink eye. That's another bacteria right at the eye, but that's more on the inside. And I got to where I couldn't wear contacts. I haven't had those since. So, contacts bring a good bit of bacteria to your eyes. So if you still wear them, make sure you take them out as soon as you get home from work or just halfway through the day if you don't work. Outside the home. I did that a little bit too dark. And so what did she do? She had some more. Let me see if I can correct that. Y'all know that I use these dual tip cotton applicators. This is the Walgreen brand. And they got a point on one end and a flat. As you can see, it's flat. And this is pointed. And I'm going to use that to try to maybe reshape that. It dried. There. And then I can use the other end to kind of level that back out. You know, it's sort of like eyebrows. I never get my liner exactly the same on either eye, but I think that's okay. Really, I mean, there's a point that we just should not be too much about perfection, right? Certainly in these days, we're learning that certain things just, they really don't matter. I broke a chain necklace, and I thought, I gotta go get that fixed. And all of a sudden, it just didn't matter to me as much. The only reason I am going to get it fixed is because it is a nice piece, and it was sentimental. Lance gave it to me. It's just a plain gold chain, and I don't know if I pulled on it too hard or what. But it just makes you realize all these material things don't matter. This, to me, is putting on makeup is more about artistic. It's soothing to me to put on makeup. I'm not an artist in the sense of some makeup artists that they're actually artists, like Michelle Phan and others. And that's probably why they went into makeup, is because their artistic nature makes them, it's in them to want to do that, to do something artistic, and they chose the face or face paint. Isn't that what this book says? Lisa Eldridge, Face Paint, is that book that's back there. I remember when I first started out on my channel, that was one of my giveaways, y'all. And it is a fantastic book about makeup and the history of makeup. And just the history of fashion and makeup, and how it has shaped the world. It's like, what? The things I was reading all the way back to Queens and before that. And, you know, that people were willing to wear lead paint. And that's what they were dying from. I'm not sure it wasn't that they didn't know. And maybe it was that. Maybe they didn't know. But some of them knew and did it anyway. So I'm not sure if it's because living period was so awful for them, or they were that vain that they didn't care, that it was killing them. I don't know. And I try not to ever judge someone for why they do what they do. Because, you know, no. Okay, so let's do a little mascara. I did already do my brows, and I used the Maybelline Brow Define and Fill. And it's the one that's got a round dome on one end, on the other it's flat. And that's because inside you've got a crayon, scroll up crayon, which I like better than having to use a pencil sharpener. And on the other end, it's got a little powder to kind of fill the brow a little after you line it. So I really am liking this product. My color is where's the color number? Soft brown. And that's what it looks like. It's Maybelline. Again, it's Maybelline Brow Define and Fill Duo. Soft brown. And I really highly recommend this. You can get that at your local drugstore. If you're in there anyway and you're picking up something right now, you could always head over to the makeup aisle too. But I don't know. I would, if you've got to go to the grocery store, the drugstore, I would, if it's got a drive-thru, use that. And you can call ahead and ask them to put products together and prepay, and they can put it all in a bag and hand it to you at the window. So be sure and do it that way. But if you don't have a drive-thru, then I wouldn't spend a lot of time in there. Come to think of it, I don't know that I'd be buying any makeup products. I just get the drugs that you need for right now during this emergency and then leave. But I know a lot of people do still have to go to the drugstores. That's why they're open. I wonder, are there drugstores that aren't drive-through, y'all? Y'all still, yeah, there are, because I remember my daughter, she's in a small town, and she says, we don't have drive-through, we don't have home delivery, we don't even have a grocery store, for a long while, so not everybody has that, and there's still people who are having to get out to get the things they need. But if you're just getting cabin fever right now, y'all, just take a ride around the block. Don't go in places just because of cabin fever. If you go into places, go in because you absolutely have to. Because it can be a life and death situation. We shouldn't take it lightly. So I shouldn't have even said if you're in there anyway, go ahead and get you something. Don't right now. Not right now. If you have to go in, then you get what you came for and get back out. Otherwise, stay home. It's hard. Forgive me if I said something like that, because it's hard. I'm not used to having to think about things like that. I don't ever want to guide you to do anything except what the president and his task force has asked us to do through the CDC and FDA recommendations, which is what he's going with. He's going with whatever his team is telling him, because he knows, the president knows he is not a medical expert, but he also knows how to draw together a team. He's very good at that. And whether you like him or not, obviously he's very good at that, or he wouldn't have successful businesses. And if they don't, remember the show Apprentice, if they don't come through, he gets rid of them. So he knows how to pull together the right people, and they got to do their job or he doesn't keep them. And right now he's got an amazing team that he has pulled together, or I should say Pence. He put Pence in charge of it, and Pence very good. I'm told he was also an excellent governor when he was governor of, I think it's in Indiana. And so he knows how to pull people together. He's got experience himself. And so we just need to do what we're asked to do. So again, I apologize. Just automatic. I was thinking, well, when you run to the drugstore, Beth, nobody's supposed to be running to the drugstore unless you, not for makeup, unless you are going for drugs. And go to the grocery store if you are going for absolute essentials. Because no kidding, you're taking a risk when you go. At this point, we're all having to ask ourselves, is it worth it to go and get these items? And sometimes it is. I had a friend that just told me that she worked at, I shouldn't say where. And to be honest, I don't know if it was a Sam's, a Costco's, or a Walmart, but it was one of the big boxes, and people were going there to get, you know, toilet paper, paper towels in bulk. Turns out this girl is an employee there, and she has COVID symptoms, and they're trying to get her to be tested. She has high fever and a cough, and it's like, oh no. And she's been working there giving out products for days for all those people that came into contact with her. So besides her being in trouble, they could be in trouble. Everybody went to the grocery store. So if you don't have to, don't go. So again, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not thinking totally straight here because this is not the norm, right? I mean, I'm not even used to saying the right thing. So please forgive me if I'm not perfect about stuff like that. And please don't shoot me hate or anything like that about what kind of person would say makeup's more important than life. Nothing like that. Of course I wouldn't say that. And again, the only reason I bother to put it on is it's kind of artistic. It's soothing to me. It's sort of like, that's why I do my day planner, to be honest. It'd be easier, frankly, if I didn't have everything on the page. But just something about when I use my life planner and I put down little stickers and stuff, and as I'm doing it, it's sort of like scrapbooking or doing some sort of an art project. It's just kind of, it kind of numbs your brain out for a little while, right? I mean, it kind of makes it where you don't have to think about it so much. It's just kind of something to do, like an art project or something like that. So anyway, this is the final look. I feel like the reason it doesn't look finished is because I don't have on lip product. But you know what? I'm going with just a lip treatment right now. And anyway, I hope that y'all have enjoyed this. And again, offer me grace if I ever say something stupid. And I love y'all very much. Stay safe and take good care. And I'll talk to you again soon. I love y'all very much. And be encouraged. We'll talk again tomorrow.